Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today, we explore a topic that shapes lives, careers, and communities around the globe. This isn't just a conversation. It's a powerful narrative lived by millions of women, a story filled with ambition, sacrifice, and resilience. Today, we delve into the real struggles behind the success stories, hear from those who have been in the trenches, and ask the tough questions we all need to answer. Meet Sophia, a senior executive in a multinational corporation. To her colleagues, she's a force of nature, driving strategies, making decisions, breaking barriers. But behind the polished exterior is a woman struggling with guilt and loss. A few months ago, Sophia missed her son's championship soccer match. The final whistle blew, and he scored the winning goal. She watched it on her phone, sitting in traffic, a tear slipping down her cheek. Her son asked her later, "Mom, why weren't you there?" And Sophia wondered. Then there's Maya, an entrepreneur who built her dream from the ground up. Her startup is growing, but so is her exhaustion. She hasn't slept properly in weeks, and her friends joke they only see her on social media. One night, she collapses at her desk, her body finally giving in. At the doctor's office, she is told she's suffering from burnout, but all she can think is, these stories are not isolated. According to Deloitte's Women at Work 2023 report, 60% of women feel unable to disconnect from work, leading to increased stress and mental health challenges. But it's more than just burnout. It's about navigating the uncharted waters of being a leader in a world that often demands too much. It's about the double burden, the expectation to excel at work while also carrying the load at home. From different corners of the world, the stories echo similar themes. An engineer in India battling societal expectations, a CEO in Silicon Valley breaking the glass ceiling but constantly questioned about her family life, a community organizer in Kenya who must lead on limited resources while nurturing her children, and a nonprofit leader in London fighting for work-life balance policies. Experts tell us that the cost of imbalance is not just personal, it's systemic. Chronic stress erodes health, impairs decision-making, and stifles innovation. Sociologists point to policies and biases deeply ingrained in our workplaces that continue to place unequal burdens on women. And advocates call for sweeping changes, from flexible work policies to a cultural shift that values balance over burnout. So what can be done? How do we create balance when the odds feel stacked against us? Here are some strategies being used by women around the world. Set clear boundaries, not just in words, but in action. Mark off time for family, friends, and yourself, and defend it fiercely. Delegate and empower. Trust your team. Delegate with intent, not only to free yourself, but to foster growth in others. Prioritize self-care. This isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. Whether it's yoga, meditation, or a quiet walk, make self-care non-negotiable. Advocate for change. Speak up in boardrooms, advocate for policies that support work-life balance, and become a champion for flexibility. Listen to the wisdom of those who've walked this path. We need to do a better job of putting ourselves higher on our own to-do list. Michelle Obama. Balance is not something you find, it's something you create. Jana Kingsford. You are not required to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Unknown. These numbers tell a deeper story. Only 6% of women work for organizations that actively support gender equality and work-life balance. And while women occupy about 25% of C-suite roles, the journey towards true parity is far from complete. These statistics aren't just data points, they're calls to action for individuals, organizations, and governments. Balancing professional and personal life as a woman leader is more than just a balancing act. It's a continuous dance of choices, priorities, and adjustments. It's about aligning your actions with your values, knowing you don't have to choose one over the other. It's about demanding change not just for ourselves, but for the women who come after us. And remember, as Oprah Winfrey wisely said, you can have it all, just not all at once. So let's strive for a world where balance isn't just an aspiration, but a reality. Thank you for joining us today. If this conversation resonated with you, hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more insights on leadership, personal growth, and advocacy. We want to hear from you. Share your stories, your struggles, your triumphs. What changes would you like to see? Let's start a conversation that inspires real change.